Okay, so the point of this is to make sure that people understand that shooting at steel at close range can be dangerous. I've noticed a lot of people shooting a lot more steel, and we'll be having a lot on our range, so we want people to pay attention to it. So these targets are spaced about a yard away from the steel, and that steel is angled. I got it set up where it's not quite as much angle as you'd normally have, and we're going to shoot lead through it first. So Terry, if you got lead loaded up in your gun, go ahead. And we're at about, what do you figure, 7 yards?
Yes.
Okay, we're at about 7 yards, which is about as close as you want to comfortably shoot steel at. Okay, so that's 5 rounds of lead. We're going to come back and look at the paper and see if any has come splashed back and ripped through. And I see no splash damage on the paper at all, anywhere. Yeah, same point of aim. Okay, now we're going to do actually a powder coated, and we'll look and see if there's any splashback on that. Okay, we're going to walk up and look. Don't make fun of Terry, he's old, so his shooting's, suffers a little bit. Okay, so I see a little bit of spalling. I don't know if you can make it out right here. One little bitty splash right there from the powder coated. Alright. That last one was a powder coated projectile made by S&S, I believe. And these ones are a polymer coated projectile made by Blue Bullets. When you're ready. Okay. And again, we've got no splash damage to the paper before. All right, Terry's going to shoot hard cast lead at a steel target that is set vertically to show how bad the splash is. Go ahead, Terry. All right, so 3 rounds, and we shouldn't really have any splash out of the lead.
Got him down here.
A little bit at the bottom down there. Okay, so we got one there and one there, and you can see we've got this set basically vertically, maybe a little forward. And we had to put another target behind it to force it forward. So now we're going to do 3 powder coated projectiles. These ones here. I believe these are made by S&S, and they're pretty safe too. Alright. And I don't see any new splash damage at all. Alright, let's do the powder coated ones. Or sorry, the polymer coated ones. And then we'll do 3 jacketed ones. Alright, and again, I don't even know if it's worth walking back here. We won't see any.
Just a little at the bottom.
Yeah, just a little bit down at the bottom. I'm gonna do.
Let's do 5.
Alright, these are
Semi-wad cutters.
semi-wad cutter jacketed. What are those, 200 grain or 185s?
185.
185s. We had at least one piece come straight back at us from the front here. You can see these here. We had one piece that came right back through the middle there. Now we're going to shoot some 9 at it for the same purpose. powder coated, 124 grain by Blue Bullets. Or sorry, polymer coated. Alright. I'm going to walk forward. And I see more splash damage, jacketed 9mm. We'll probably get a fair amount of splash from this. Alright. I could feel pieces bouncing off of me that are probably coming straight back. There's another piece that tore straight through right here. Another one there. Another one there. There. Yep, right up here. Oh goodness, that's a big one right there. Yeah, that's a pretty good size. This is a semi-jacketed soft point, 38 special.
110 grain.
110 grain, traveling pretty fast. I don't know if anybody else, I don't think you can see it on the video, but I can feel them bouncing off of my chest and stuff. Here's a pretty big pull through right here. It's a big one. There's another one there. A bunch more at the bottom. A bunch more on that one. They're becoming pretty obvious with the jacketed bullets that they really fly back quite a bit. You can see all these little holes here. Those are all pieces of jacket coming back that the lead doesn't do and the powder coated doesn't do, the polymer coated doesn't do. So now we're going to do some semi-wad cutters, or no, we're going to do some full wad cutters.
grain.
148 grain full wad cutters. Same distance, and with our target set a little past horizontal, most of that might be ricocheting up high, but we'll see what happens here. Yeah, you can see still quite a bit right in through here, just a bunch of it splashing back, more at the bottom. These are all reasons we don't shoot steel at close range. You see all that splashback back there. And I'm going to let's put a few rounds of defensive hollow points, 147 9mm. These are 147 grain XTPs. Okay. So you can see all along here, everywhere you see a little white dot is where a piece of jacket came through. I know some of them are tiny, but those things, Terry had one embedded in his forehead the other day when we were shooting some Cowboy Western stuff. Every little white dot you see. A bunch of it's coming straight back because we set it as vertical as we could get it. And it doesn't seem like a big deal, but this is what's coming back at you. I don't know if the camera's focusing very well on it, but that piece of jacket is what's coming back at you, tearing through these holes. It's very sharp, it's very jagged. You can see it all along the ground in front of the target. Normally we have these targets set at a bit of an angle. And if you come back and look, you'll see you can just pick pieces of it up all off the ground all over the place. There's another piece. That's what's coming back, and it'll cut you pretty good. It's no joke. So things like that. So the reason that was splashing back so bad, partially was because these are at very close range, and partially because we had this other target set here to force it to be at a vertical angle. You see all these targets hang at an angle so that lead is the lead, and if anybody's stupid enough to shoot jacketed ammo, like some of us have in the past, I'm raising my hand right now, to deflect that back down into the ground. So that was really good in the video. You could really see the splatter on the ground down here, and you can see how these are going mostly down in a downward and outward direction. This can's been sitting here for, I don't know, probably 50 or 60 rounds worth of projectiles, and it's already done that to it. Cut through. Those holes will cut through a spray paint can. Imagine what they do to your skin. Your eyeballs, if you're not wearing eye protection. Angle your targets, kids.